Welcome to Norway. What a Catch is inviting people to come on a fishing trip with me. That's what I do. I'm a professional fisher. I fish around the world. I chase big game fish. It could be an Atlantic salmon, taimen. It could be a big sailfish. You never know from week to week. So I want people to travel along with me and experience the culture and the food. And I go off to these remote places, and you get the feeling that no one else has ever walked where you're walking. And you get to fish in pristine wilderness. What a catch.
I'm Kathryn Maroon. Welcome to my office.
It's about 6.5 degrees Celsius, and we want to warm the water a little bit up so that the fish are getting a little bit more flexible, and they tend to chase the fly a bit more.
So I'm noticing on the mountains lots of snow cover, so that's why the water is so darn cold.
Yes, we had the coldest May since 50 years, and therefore it's very cold. The summer has not really arrived in this part of Norway so far. This cold water temperatures, you just should fish as slowly as possible because the fish is not so active in this temperature.
They're feeling slow and
yes,
sluggish.
Right.
And is this your home river?
Yes, you can say that. I've been fishing for 35 years in this river.
At the hotel, I saw pictures of all your trophy fish, some really big. What is the largest fish you've caught?
My largest fish is a 40-pounder, but I lost far bigger fish than that.
And so it's hard to leave Norway and fish anywhere else because you can stay right here and catch these magnificent fish. They're really trophy fish.
Yes, I think it is difficult to beat Norway as far as the size of fish and the breathtaking experience to take a fish in this vast waters is concerned. Mm-hmm. But, well, it's always nice to fish somewhere else. I used to go to Russia a bit, and I've been fishing the classic rivers in Scotland.
So big water, big fish, big rod.
Yes, that's right, and big reel as well, and big fly. Have a look at this fly.
Large arbor reel, big streamer.
This is a fly which we call the sun ray shadow, and that's about 13 centimeters long. It's quite a big thing.
That's an Icelandic fly.
Yes.
I've fished with this, the Sundance. I've stripped it along the back of the pool in the evening with the light changing.
All right. This is a 15-foot rod in line class 12. It's an American rod. And yes, it's a good weapon, very solid.
And I'm anxious to get fishing.
As I make my way along the Norwegian highway, leaving Strongheim behind me, I have lots of time to settle my nerves about my upcoming spay casting lesson. And my thoughts are as twisty-turney as the road ahead. I start to daydream about the majestic Atlantic salmon, the king of all game fish, so crowned by Isaac Walton more than 2,000 years ago.
Wow, it is so beautiful here. Welcome to Norway. I'm on my way to do a spay casting tune-up clinic. The weather is gorgeous, the scenery is magnificent, and the fish are huge.
Atlantic salmon rivers are found in some of the most beautiful places on the planet. Norway, Europe, North America, Russia, and one of my favorites, Iceland. Prolific waters.
You got him.
I got him!
Way to go!
I got him! Okay, I gotta get him to the reel. Okay, hang on. He's gonna
It's a
jump.
nice fish. Oh, it's a big fish.
It's a nice fish. It's a
big fish.
Oh, wow!
Oh, yeah!
Jumped again!
Way to go!
These are some of the places that Atlantic salmon return to spawn after feeding off Greenland. Places that attract us as well. These fish are a symbol of what is wild and strong. Characteristically speaking, the Atlantic salmon differs from place to place. If I'm fishing in the gin-clear water in the Gaspé, the fish will take on a bluish-silver armor. If the water is a tawny color like in Nova Scotia, then the fish looks like the rusts and crimson of the fall colors of the Highlands. To quote the founder of the North Atlantic Salmon Fund, Ori Vigfusson, there is a lesser and greater reward in catching Atlantic salmon. One relates to the mastery of skill, but the greater lies in cherishing the fish and knowing the humility in the face of its saga. I'm on my way to work on the skill component of what Ori says. And in my dedication to the sailor, which is Latin for the leaper, I have already been schooled in understanding its plight.
Catch and release is the process of capturing a salmon, and instead of bagging him and taking him home with you for dinner, is letting him go back alive into the water. The simple fact is right now that there are many more people fishing than salmon populations could absorb if everybody was to take their fish home. And by capturing a fish, letting it go back alive into the river system, you ensure the conservation of the populations and the fact that salmon will be there in years to come.
What a catch!
Well, I've just arrived, and I can see the two brothers out there practicing already. So the school bell has sounded, and Kath's going to school. I'm feeling a little intimidated. These guys are really good, but it's a great opportunity to learn some new tricks. So here it goes.
Hi.
I was just watching you cast. You cast beautifully.
No.
I'm Kathryn.
Oh, hello. I'm Trond. Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. I was hoping that you might give me some pointers on my spay casting technique.
Okay. It will be interesting to see how you cast. Especially when you're casting with a sinking line, it's very easy and...
Wow, that line really snaps out there for you. You're really making the rod work.
Thank you.
And I'm noticing that you're stopping very high after you anchor the line.
Yeah, we try to make the rod come from a pretty long distance behind and then make it stop high in an easy and early position, because we want the line to shoot out, not to roll over, just
You want it to shoot out, not to
out,
roll
yeah.
over.
Yes.
And this is another hazard of having someone standing next to you. And they get their line, your line all wrapped in their feet.
Yeah.
So you teach spay casting as well?
Yeah. We do that.
You and your brother have your own school?
We run the instructional school for 12 years in the River Okla. And every year we have around 400
You teach
students.
400 students a year.
Yeah,
You must be working all the time on the water all the time. No wonder you're so good.
Thank you. 8 hours a day we practice and try to learn people spay casting in the river here.
what's the name of the river that we're fishing on right now?
The Orkla.
And this is a very famous river here?
Yeah, it's famous. Together with Gaula, Namsen, Alta, it's very...
Well, that's why I need your help. I'm going to go fish the Gaula tomorrow.
Okay.
So I need these pointers so I can be more effective on the water.
Yeah.
Because I don't like to practice fishing when I'm fishing.
Good.
I like to fish when I'm fishing and practice when I'm practicing. Wow. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
When did you learn how to fish?
I started, me and my twin brother, we started fly casting when we were 9 years old.
And you started right away with a fly rod?
Yeah.
A single-handed or a double?
Single-handed rod and a double-handed. And we also did some trout fishing up in the lakes, but it was not successful. And one day my brother caught the first salmon. It was around 14, 15 pounds.
Wow.
And then we continued fishing for salmon. So.
We have a little bit of a wind here, and it's blowing over my casting shoulder.
Yeah.
So maybe today you can help me deal with the wind.
Yeah, we
a
can
little
try
bit.
that.
Okay. All right. Let's go through just the basics,
Yeah.
and then I'll show you how I have made it my own, as they say.
Okay. The main thing is that we want as little resistance from the surface as possible, but enough. And you get that by...
Okay, now hold on one second. I have a question already. Just like with a single-handed rod, you need to have a certain amount of line outside the rod tip to make the rod work. So with a double-handed rod, how much line should I have, not in a fishing situation, but just in a practice situation? How much line should I have outside my rod tip to practice with?
And you should always try to keep at least 1 meter, what you call it, in about a meter distance from the shooting head up to the top of the rod.
All right.
Because we want the shooting head to shoot out, and when you bring the shooting head that far to the top, just outside the top there, you have a lot of weight just outside the top ring, and this line, which is thinner inside here, makes the top of the rod go down when you stop the rod, and then the loop.
A big
open.
loop.
Yep.
Oh, I understand this. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So show me again how much line should be outside the rod tip.
If you want to cast a real long distance, you can up to that.
That much? Okay.
But for normal cast situation, it's but never make it shorter than
3 or 4 feet.
Yes.
3 feet, 4 feet. Okay. So now what happens?
And then, what is important is to make the top of the rod go. It's very easy actually, but you go back, 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 and then up. That's the whole movement. You make the top of the rod go back, 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 up, and then.
So it's making a smiley face.
Yeah, you can say it like that.
Okay, the rod tip is making a smiley face action. It's not going in a straight line path like you would with a conventional rod. It's not tracking.
No.
It's doing a little bit of a dip to make a smiley face.
Not
a little bit.
A little bit, but not much.
All right.
Try that.
Okay. Try that. No problem.
It is a proven conservation measure. The fish that have been caught and released back to the wild will go on to behave as wild fish. They will spawn as wild fish. They will go back out to the ocean in the case of Atlantic salmon and come back for repeat spawnings as wild fish, and might even be caught a second, in some cases a third time, by anglers. So what you're doing is generating the fisheries that are so incredibly important to the economies of local regions. And ultimately, since people take care of things that they value, the jobs and the fisheries are critically important for the conservation of the habitat and ultimately the species. The female Atlantic salmon will lay varying numbers of eggs depending on their sizes. A grilse, a 1 sea winter salmon that's gone out and come back, may have 600 to 800. By contrast, a 2 sea winter salmon that goes out will have probably 6,000 to 8,000. If we let the fish stay even longer, it's going up. Actually, it's a cubic function of the length, meaning massively increasing as a function of the time they spend in the ocean. So 3 years in the ocean, coming back with 25,000. 4 years in the ocean, 40 to 60,000.
I
I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. I'm gonna watch you for a little bit.
Okay. For normal casting, it just go back up, and then take a look at the surface down to the right, and see immediately as the leader touches there, you start with the forward stroke.
Okay, so you anchored the line, and just as it landed on the water, then you started coming forward.
Yeah, you actually start the forward cast a little bit before. So
Wonderful.
traditional spay casting is that you make the line touch the surface in the back stroke and then go forward like that.
Yes.
But when you're doing a shooting head system, you should start the forward cast forward at the same moment as the leader touches the surface.
That I didn't know as well. Oh my goodness. Hi, I'm Kathryn. Nice to meet you. I just had my first lesson in spay casting. I've been spay casting for years, but I've never had a proper lesson, and I was doing a lot of things. I had bad habits. So I've learned some new techniques, and it is making a difference.
Great.
Yes. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Did you both grow up here in this town, in this area?
50 meters, a long spay cast from the river.
A long spay cast for you, an impossible spay cast for most people.
And you see all the trees hanging out of the river. That's the reason why we had to start with spay casting. We couldn't do it on the traditional overhead casting. So
I see. Well, it is. It's a lot less tiring to spay cast as well.
yes.
You can cast a long distance all day. You can cover more water more quickly. With a conventional rod, you have to strip in the line all the time. And that takes time, and then you have to false cast. But with a spay rod, you can roll out the line quickly and efficiently and cover a long distance with less effort. And you can mend. You can do terrific big mends with a spay rod.
And it's more safe because you never, you don't have to worry being hit by the fly, because you always have the fly in the surface out there.
That's true. How long is that rod that you're using?
It's 13.5 foot.
13.5. And how do you know how long the rod should be?
How long a rod should be? How long should a rope be? It depends on
the person.
Yeah, and
Well, I want a really long rod. How long do the spay rods get?
up to 18 feet, the longest.
All right, I want an 18-foot rod. Although a lot of the rivers that I fish are too small for an 18-foot rod, I think.
Yeah. Most of the rods for spay casting for salmon are from 13 up to 16 foot in that. But if you really want to cast a long distance, you can have the long rod.
And that'll give you more distance.
Yes,
It messes up your timing, though. It changes your timing.
a little bit. You have the top of the rod a little bit higher up from the.
Nice.
You have to wait a little bit longer before you start the forward cast.
And a large arbor reel to hold all that line.
Yeah, it's better with a large. Because of the shooting, if you have a small diameter, the shooting line will more easily, or what do you call that?
Line memory with
Yes.
the coils.
Yeah,
Oh, show me the snake roll.
yeah, sure. Especially when the wind conditions are like now, you have the wind downstream. It's dangerous, and it feels dangerous because the line will blow into your body. Then you change the
Well,
opposite.
then you can try one of my techniques. When the
Okay.
wind is blowing over your casting shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So this is one of my techniques when the wind is blowing over your casting shoulder. Okay, you ready? It's subtle, so watch this, okay? It's very subtle. This is what you do. It's called the duck cast.
Okay. Now he makes the line touch the surface.
Wow. It's beautiful to watch.
It was a terrible cast, actually.
Only a brother can get away with saying that.
For every one of these large females that we leave with her 12,000 eggs, what they do is they populate the stream habitat. Salmon populations are utterly dependent on saturating that habitat with the juveniles that are needed to go out to the oceans. Little soldiers that march out to the oceans and eventually will come back to the rivers as big fish. And without juveniles going out to the ocean, we cannot expect to have healthy runs of salmon coming back. So if we do not let those females in and do not let them spawn, we may have a catastrophic failure and we won't know until those fish fail to come back.
Snap tea, is
Yeah,
that
snap tea. Yeah, snap tea cast. Wow, okay, now you can do that for the wind too, right?
Yeah.
This is like Simon Says. Simon Says a double spay.
There.
Nice.
It's more like a snake roll, but you put more line on the surface and it splashes a little bit more. So it's that's a nice cast too.
Just what I've learned in a short period of time. I'm thrilled. I'll take that with me on all my trips. Thank you. That's a real gift to share with people.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck with the fishing in Gola.
Thank you. Tight lines.
Tight lines.
Steady, Simon. Try to keep the camera steady. No problem.
Because we carry it in the side.
The whack. Oh, that's funny. I love the signage here. It says Oxygen Plunkling. And that's like two cars hitting each other with a red sign. Oxygen Plunking. It's beautiful, isn't it? Car sick, anyone? Oh, the ocean smells great. Nothing like the smell of rotting fish.